Hello, friends. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 21 of the Brent Pella Show. This is my podcast that you probably don't listen to, or you do, I guess, because you're listening to it right now. This week's episode was super fun, man. It was with my friend Nikki Howard. We came in and knocked out the episode right after shooting. I'm really sunburned right now. I put coconut oil all over my body because I am burnt to a crisp. But Nikki Howard, really funny. Follow her at Nikki_Howard. You might have seen her in some of my stuff. You might have seen me in some of hers. We've been doing videos together for a while. I met her about a year ago, and we had a great conversation, man. She came out all the way from Florida via New York. She went from Florida to New York to study acting, then came out to LA. She's hilarious, man. One of the funniest people that I know, one of the funniest people that I've worked with. She is so funny. Follow her, support all her stuff, and enjoy this week's episode with my friend Nikki Howard. Let's keep flowing.
Let's keep the flow.
I think the flow is good.
I feel flow. Wow.
Do you feel flowy?
I mean, I should be doing commercials for Progressive. So
That's how hard you flow.
that's how hard I flow.
Do you know what flow toys are?
That sounds sexual.
Dude, flow toys, let me turn myself down a little bit. Flow toys are at like music festivals, the things that people play with, like glow in the dark sticks that they just kind of like,
Yeah.
or like yo-yos and hula hoops.
Yes.
Those are flow toys.
I thought those were just like
Toys?
toys. All of a sudden you start doing drugs and things
they
have
have purpose and meaning.
new names.
Yeah, as soon as you do a little bit of Molly, it's not a slinky anymore. It's
it's a flow vibration.
It's a flowy channel.
A weight of
to another
channel vibrations from you to another person through metal coils. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. For sure.
Do you go to music festivals?
Never been to a music festival.
Never ever.
I went, actually, I don't know if this counts as a music festival. My first concert was Family Values Tour.
Uh-huh.
So there were multiple bands playing. Korn was there.
No way.
Yeah.
Where was it?
My mom was there.
Yeah.
It was
Is
a
that
good
a
time.
band? That sounds like it could be a
Korn?
band. No, my mom.
Oh, I was like, Korn is a band.
Korn is dope. But,
Yeah. My mom.
Where'd you see?
In Florida was my first concert. I think I was 9.
Dude, my first concert was Sum 41 at the Six Flags Amphitheater at noon.
Fuck yeah.
When I was 10.
Yeah. And then my second concert was an Incubus concert.
Amazing.
I went by myself.
Really?
Yes. My mom was like, "You're 14."
Oh, and they let you go see Incubus?
Oh yeah. I cried.
No way.
I was like, I feel all my feelings. I was like, that's what I want for my birthday. I don't want anyone to come with me.
Dude.
She was like, okay.
Did she wait in the parking lot?
No. My mom gave me she called me a cab before Uber. She was like, just go. It's far. I'm not driving you.
Wait, so she dropped you off at an Incubus concert?
She didn't even drop me off. She got a cab from our home to this. It was like, I think it was probably in like West Palm, probably like 45 minutes away. I went and then I got a cab back home. My mom was like, happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Weren't you scared?
No. This was like, I think it might have been like right after 9/11. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm getting to that age where I'm like, well, things were like way more normal, but then that happened. Because my parents were divorced and I used to just fly you'd take a plane before 9/11.
Yeah, you fly solo.
My dad lived in New York, so I just go, hop on a plane in Newark alone.
Wow.
At 8, and it was totally normal.
That's wild.
I know. And now I'm like, can you imagine putting your 8-year-old child on a plane alone?
No, dude.
It's like, what?
That's crazy.
To Newark?
To Newark? I don't even want to go to Newark alone.
As an adult, I know.
As a grown man.
I agree with you. I know. Yeah, weird times.
That's hilarious. Is that also, do you think that's also kind of a Florida vibe though? Because California, my mom, she didn't really want me to bike around alone, bike on the bike paths alone. Do you think in Florida they're like, fuck it?
I think it's because my mom is old, and so she was when she was a kid, it really wasn't even
a thing.
I mean, people did shit.
Yeah.
I think she realized there was she lived in New York when Son of Sam was around, but I was younger. I wasn't out. I mean, I think it's a weird way of parenting when you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. When you I think you just give less fucks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around for much longer to see how this plays out. So Go to the concert.
That's hilarious,
Yeah, I don't know.
dude. Incubus
Yeah.
alone at age 14.
Yeah,
That's so
I know.
funny.
I don't know. It was
That's
good.
so funny. I went to a Metallica concert
Fuck
when I was 10, I think, with my uncle,
Hell yeah.
and I was like blown away. I was like, these are real people.
Yeah.
These people exist. It was a summer sanitarium. So it was. Have you heard of that tour?
No.
It was back in the day. It was Metallica, Mudvayne,
Fuck yeah. Dad rock.
dude, the Deftones,
What a lineup.
Linkin Park,
Oh God, yeah.
and
Linkin
Limp
Park.
Bizkit.
I fucking love Limp Bizkit.
The lineup was nuts.
That's amazing.
crazy.
Wow.
First time I ever saw boobs in real life
Really?
as a
At the-
10-year-old child.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's-
at the Metallica.
And
concert.
what a crew to be surrounded
Right.
by with those fans.
I mean, yeah, the fans.
That's
were,
where you're gonna see it.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was intense.
That's a good story. I love Dad Rock.
Dad Rock is cool.
I listen to it too frequently.
What's your favorite Dad Rock band?
I really like Shinedown.
I don't know what Shinedown is.
Oh my God, I have a whole playlist.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I love Nickelback.
Of course.
Love
Yeah.
Nickelback.
What,
And,
what about like would Dad Rock also include like
Theory of a Dead Man.
what about POD, Creed?
Creed, I guess, yeah. I just assume. I mean, I don't even think it's Dad Rock.
Yeah. Dad Rock to me is like Led Zeppelin and
No.
classic rock.
That's like my dad's Dad Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like Dad Rock. I think to people is like Nickelback and like
Yeah.
Linkin Park. But that's
Yeah.
like not Dad Rock.
But I loved Linkin Park.
Me
growing up.
too.
Dude, I loved
They were
Linkin Park.
hot.
They were hot.
They were a hot band.
They pumped me up, dude.
I mean, there were remixes with like Jay-Z. Remember that mashup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've become so no more. Do you want more? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't just do that if you're not a cool band.
Right.
JD, you know, like that. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know. People talk shit, but it's like,
Yeah.
all right. This is such a weird thing to bring up, but while we're on the subject of music, I was running today and I was listening to like throwback jams like 50 Cent, like in the club.
Nice.
All of a sudden, let the rain fall down. Hillary Duff came on.
No way.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Did it pump you up a little bit
Oh,
more?
It made me laugh, and so I was like, I'm not changing this. But like, I was thinking about it was like your daily mix, you know. So
Yeah.
usually it's like that, and I was like, I wonder. Because it's not like I'm frequently listening to that song, but I was like, the thought of like some dude like hard as fuck in his car, like listening to this, and then that song comes on, like, who is fucking with people?
That's
like
funny.
that made me laugh. Yeah,
That's
it was
really
weird.
funny. You run a lot.
I do.
You run like so much that it
These
makes me uncomfortable.
streets. Yeah.
You do run the streets.
Thank you.
Because you literally run the streets.
Yeah, I just do it so I can eat food. Like that's really it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's yeah.
It's not like I'm not like I love this. Like if I didn't have to do it, I wouldn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like you're just kidding yourself if you're not like.
Do you find yourself like working out harder so that you can eat
Yes.
literally whatever you want to eat?
I don't eat. I can't even eat whatever I want to eat, but I like do it like 2 Friday nights and Saturday nights. I like eat so
Oh, nice.
much. Like,
Yeah,
so-
on weekends.
Like I go like
yeah.
rock style.
Yeah.
I'll eat like a whole birthday cake.
Oh, 100%.
Like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I eat ice cream, I eat the whole pint. And
I don't understand.
I don't get people who don't. The
Dylan
people
is
who
like that.
Really?
Dylan can eat. I've never see. I'm convinced he's got to be like a murderer. He will open a bag of Starburst jelly beans and have like 5. It lasts him like 3 months.
What?
I know.
How do you
I'm
how
sorry.
do you
I'm
put up
thinking.
with that?
I eat them all, and then he yells at me.
Dude.
I'm like, well,
That's so weird.
That's like putting a child in front of a
child.
a child
A young
molester.
child. Oh no. And they just what, poke him?
That was my go-to analogy.
Oh,
That was
God.
it. That's like putting a child in front of a child molester.
And they just go,
You shouldn't do it. It never ends well.
We are so sorry for these jokes. Dude, yeah, Morgan and even like friends of mine, they'll just like have like a couple bites, or they'll do the super weird thing, which is they'll put a couple bites into a bowl as opposed to eating it out of the pint.
Right, which
That's like, if you put ice cream into a bowl before you eat it and you're an adult,
you're fucked up.
you gotta see someone
Yeah, I don't
about your issues. You need to talk out your problems.
I just don't understand if that's like, was that how you were raised? Do you know what I mean? Or is that like just like, I just don't understand. You're really only gonna eat that much.
You're
Like,
only gonna have a couple bites. I've put down 2 pints in one night before.
Easy.
And I felt like good about myself after.
I went to Krispy Kreme. We lived by the Krispy Kreme drive-thru.
Yeah.
And I went and was like, I'm going to get a donut. You
Yeah.
know, I knew I was not only going to get one donut, but
Sure.
Dylan was like, grab me one. I was like, all right. So then I was like, I'm going to get 6. So that way if there's 6, I can like ration it out throughout the weekend. I can get him maybe one.
He can have like
His
a
brother
flake.
was there. I was like,
Sure.
I can get you one. And then
Oh,
2
okay.
donuts a day.
Sure.
The lady was like, you want to upgrade for $2 and get a dozen. I was like, at this point, my hands are tied. Absolutely. So I get 12 donuts. I got him 1, his brother 1. I eat the rest of them. I eat 6 of them. I think I ate 6 of them. And Dylan was like, how many donuts did you eat? And I was like, 1. And I went 2, 3. I had 4, 5, 6 donuts. I ate 6. He was like, I can't. First of all, those donuts, I don't understand how someone can just have one donut. Like
From Krispy Kreme, you can't.
That's impossible.
There's no
he
way.
Can. I'm the crazy person eating 6 donuts in a
That's
sitting.
absurd.
It's insane. I could eat easily a dozen.
Easily, dude.
That was me
Easily.
holding back, was eating 6 donuts.
Yeah. Like I don't eat sweets every single day, but when I do, I do it really well.
It's crack.
It is.
Yeah.
If I have any addiction, it's sugar.
Oh, easily.
For sure. That's my number 1 addiction.
Same.
100%.
Rip stool. Yeah.
She rips her
yeah,
jewel. Yeah, that's
bad.
like it used to be really bad where I was like really foggy headed and the sugar
Yeah.
was like it was having an impact on like my energy levels and so I cut carbs and now I just try to do like 1 day or 2 days out of the week where I eat just a ridiculous amount of pasta.
Yeah.
And I follow it up with like 2 pints of ice
You're
cream.
a pasta man?
Yeah, because I like making pasta. That's the only time I eat it. I don't eat it like store-bought pasta. But
very Italian of you.
that's right, I know.
Yeah.
I don't really do sandwiches or burritos. I'll get like a burrito bowl if we're
Mm.
out at a restaurant or whatever. No
Yeah.
potatoes or anything like that. Except for the 1 or 2 days
Yeah.
out of the week where I go ham.
Pasta's your go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your go-to?
Like cheeseburgers with
Really?
bacon on them
Oh,
and
but that's
French
not bad
fries.
though. With the fries maybe and the bun.
Cheeseburger is not bad.
The cheese because the burger part isn't bad.
You don't understand what
wait,
I
where do
I
you get
want
'em
like
from?
a greasy like I
Oh, you
want
want
it
like
with
a diner.
stuff on it like huge.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I'm not going to In-N-Out. And I
Sure.
want like a gourmet situation and then I want like just cake and ice cream after it. Like
Yeah.
I fall asleep. I feel sick. I'm constant every Friday and Saturday. I'm on the cusp of vomiting.
You're just punishing
where
your body.
I can't even lay down because it hurts.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
That's hilarious.
I just
dude.
I feel sick and then I feel satisfied.
And do you run the next day like
Yeah,
twice
on
as
Saturday. Well, I run 7 miles on Saturday, so Friday night I'll try and not eat so much, but
Mhm.
I always do.
Do you run on concrete?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does it hurt on your?
No,
isn't that
I'm always
painful on
hurting.
your joints?
I always hurt.
Oh, okay.
What am I supposed to run? Sand?
I run on sand. Well, I guess I live near the beach.
Yeah, but also it's so hard.
It is.
Yeah, I don't.
But
wanna,
I like that challenge.
I don't want it to be that hard.
Yeah,
it's already
very
hard enough.
Yeah.
I'm running a long time.
Do you not? But it doesn't like you don't feel like your joint. I would just feel like my bones are like disintegrating if I was running on concrete. Do you take like collagen or anything?
No.
Any supplements?
No.
No.
I take fish oil.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's. I
This
take
probably does
so
something.
many vitamins
Yeah.
because I've just heard people say that you should take them. I don't know if they're doing anything for me, but I've been taking them, and the amount of money I
That's
spend
funny.
on vitamins that I don't know
No.
are doing. I take
I don't know if you
iron.
should do
Do
that.
I need
Oh,
iron?
iron's good.
I don't know.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
feel like I should.
unless you're eating a lot of red meat, then you probably don't need it.
No, I take just so many vitamins. So many vitamins.
Do you take magnesium? Do you have a
Yeah, I
magnesium
do. I
supplement?
take it at night.
All right.
Yeah.
You should take that in the morning when you wake up.
Should I?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's your body's like depleted overnight
Of magnesium?
of everything.
See, these are the things people don't tell you as a child.
Right.
You know how much of this might be too much information, but as a lady,
Uh-huh.
you have to go to get a pap smear, which is like they stick a cotton swab in
Up.
your lady parts.
Yeah.
And then, so my doctor was like, did you get one this year? And I was like, I don't understand why we can do COVID tests. You know, they have at-home COVID tests. Why can't I do that at home and send it in?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, there's so many things that could happen and change. Like your cervix could just drop. And I was like,
whoa.
what?
Your what?
I don't
Could
even
what?
know what a cervix is. I know I have one, and it can just drop out of my vagina at any moment. God. And I looked at him and I was like, wait, what? He's like, I was like, it just drops. He's like, it can happen. And I was like, just for no reason? I could just be walking around. I looked at the nurse. I was like, have you heard about this? Like, this is just, and I've just been walking around willy-nilly.
And a part of you could have fallen out?
My cervix could just drop on the ground. Like, I walked out of the room and I literally shouted to the nurse. I was like, you know, your cervix could just drop. Like,
You're
the
just
lady
running
at
around
the desk.
telling women everywhere?
I feel like they should know.
Ladies.
And he was like, it happens mostly after you have kids. I was like, well, you just seal the deal for me. I certainly won't be doing that. If my cervix can just drop out of my body, no one told me.
That's
like,
insane.
What the fuck?
Oh
I can't pee anywhere I want. Second, my cervix can just drop. Like, I really feel like I got fucked.
I don't understand women's bodies.
I
really
either.
don't understand men's bodies either, but women's bodies are such a maze.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel so cheated. I feel upset so much because I'm like, it could be so easy.
Yeah.
Like, it just, sometimes I like get so I'm like, feel like most of the time I'm like one of the boys, you know what I mean?
Sure,
but then like once a month, I get crazy. And I know, like, my brain is still this. I'm like, you're being insane. But I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
It's like you're turning into a werewolf.
It really is. I'm turning into a werewolf once a week.
Right.
And I just go, I'm like, I'm aware I'm being insane. But like, be better. And then it's like, I like phase out of it. It's like, what is that? What happened? I don't know.
Dude, that's
it's just
hilarious.
like, can you imagine just you start crying for no reason. I couldn't find a highlighter and I broke down.
No way.
Over a highlighter. And then I found it and I cried harder. I was like, I'm so happy I found you. It makes no sense. And I'm so aware of it. You know what I mean? That I'm like, this is insane. It's so upsetting. I don't get it. It's like, why am I crying?
Dude, you gotta write something for that.
I know.
That's hilarious.
I had a bit about it and then the world shut down and so now we can't do comedy anymore.
I know. Make it into a video. That could be such a funny video.
Yeah.
You're just freaking out on Dylan or for whoever plays your boyfriend.
This is his life.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't funny. This
is a documentary.
Be better.
When you were in Florida, did you go to college out there?
I went to a like performing arts school
in Florida.
In New York. No, so I only applied to one college.
Really?
Yeah, and I applied to NYU.
That was the one college.
Yeah, I had a 2.4 GPA, and I was like, I'm going to NYU. I don't see the problem. I don't see how this could go poorly. So I did my audition, and then they were like, that was great, but you should probably, like, I don't think you're getting in here.
Figure out something else.
So my mom and I looked at each other and I was like, should we just like walk around the city? And so we like took a walk and we're like, should we just we literally just looked for acting schools so that I could go to.
No
so
way.
Then I stumbled.
So other colleges weren't even on your radar.
No.
Like studying other stuff wasn't even.
No, I was like, I'm going to be an actor.
I'm going to go to New York and
I'm going to go to NYU with my 2.4 GPA. This is going to happen. And then they were like, why would you ever think that you could get into NYU with a 2.4 GPA? How did you even graduate high school? So then my mom and I just walked around like asking people if there were acting schools around. And then we found one. And I was like, can I just like audition for this now? And they're like, okay. And then I auditioned, and they gave me a scholarship, which really worked out.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so I just ended up going there for 2 years. And then.
What school was it?
The New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts.
That sounds very fancy.
It does,
proper.
Right? It's like.
Is it? Or is it like a strip mall?
No. I mean, it's good.
7-Eleven?
It's good. They teach you a lot, but it's like, I mean, it sounds so fancy. It's really not.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in New York. And then
so you were there for 2 years.
Yeah, well, I was in New York for 3 years, and then I was like, I'm so cold and so poor.
It's so cold.
I'm so poor.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I wish I could just like move someplace where I could do the same thing. And I was like, I guess I could.
Yeah.
I would be paying so much less.
Yeah.
In rent. if I just moved.
And that was to LA.
Yeah. So then that's what.
Whoa. So was it drama that you were mainly studying out there, or did you come out hoping to study?
No, I was like, I'm gonna be an actor. I went to like a performing arts middle school.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were doing like the arts from an early age.
Oh yeah. I was like, I'm gonna be.
Do you remember one of the first things you ever did?
In the 5th grade, I played Cinderella in Cinderella.
Unbelievable.
This is a really funny story, and my mom like cannot believe that I remember this, but I auditioned for it, and my mom was like, I was like, I want to be Cinderella, and she just looked at me and she was like, don't get your hopes up. And I will never forget that. And then I was Cinderella, and I was like, Mom, do you remember that? She's like, it's been 20 years.
You got to use that every time you see success.
Every time. Yeah, but she was right. I probably shouldn't have. But what a fucked up thing to say to your child, right?
Up, dude.
Isn't that fucked up?
She said you shouldn't get your hopes up.
I was in the 5th grade. I was like, shouldn't you like be supportive?
That's so funny. When I was in 3rd grade, the first thing I ever did was in 3rd grade, I auditioned for The Wizard of Oz, and everybody wanted to be the Scarecrow because this girl who everybody had a crush on ended up being Dorothy, and everyone knew that she was going to be
Dorothy. Classic hot girl Dorothy syndrome.
Hot girl Dorothy syndrome. And this was 3rd grade. And it was like that point where you're like just starting to have crushes, right? And this boy, one of my good friends, had like this monster crush on this girl.
Yeah.
And everybody wanted Scarecrow. And he went out for Scarecrow and he got Scarecrow. And he was like so nervous.
Yeah.
And I got Tin Man.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good, strong character.
Yeah.
A solid character arc.
I agree.
He has a really strong want.
Yeah.
You know?
Who was the lion? Do you remember?
Oh, who was the lion?
No, this is so irrelevant to the story, I'm sure.
Was it Nick?
I was going to say it could probably be Nick.
It might have been Nick.
He might
have been Nick. Or Curtis. I forget. But Stefan was the Scarecrow. Shout out to Stefan. And I was a Tin Man, and I had a bunch of lines and everything, and it was a full play in front of a full audience. And I had this dance solo.
Ooh.
This 2-minute solo.
2 minutes?
Dude, it was a long dance
That's
solo.
a really long.
It was long.
Yeah.
And I did that. It was like you do like the electric slide and like like a couple of moves from the movie and some like pretending to fall and pretending to fall.
Interpretive.
Yeah. It's just like in the movie. Yeah. And then at the end of the music, there's a toot toot, and I had to hit it with my arm. And when I tell you I nailed that shit.
Wow. That's amazing.
I mean, I nailed
That's a beautiful
that
story.
Shit. Yeah.
Real coming of age tale.
Oh yeah. It's incredible.
So what happened? So Dorothy fell for you?
No, she ended up dating somebody that wasn't any of us.
She was like,
and now she's married with kids.
What kind of gays do theater? Joke's on you, betches.
So that was it.
Wow.
But then I never got interested. I was just making like dumb shorts with friends.
Oh yeah.
But so you were doing drama in New York at that conservatory.
Yeah.
Were you also, did you ever like do open mics or do any improv or anything?
So I just was like, I want to do like, to me, I was like, I want to do acting, but I want to do like comedy. Like that's always been the goal. And so, but then I realized like, I was just getting auditions for things that like weren't funny. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I just kept doing that. And I was like, I don't tell my agents, like, I don't understand. Like, can I just like, I really want to go out for comedy stuff. And they're like, okay. And then it was just like Latino stripper number 2. And I was like, right. But like, And then I was like, oh, there's just like nobody, they don't look at me and they're like, you're funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, what do we do here?
Do you think that that's like a common theme for women and how like the industry like funny? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I don't think people
it's
expect. I think if you're, it so depends on the way that you look, which is fine. Okay. You know what I mean? But like, I have like dark features, and I'm very like, if you just looked at me, you'd kind of just be like, oh, that girl's probably a bitch.
Oh,
so okay. I think.
I mean, no.
I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not like offended by it. I'm like, I get that, but also like, can't you just like give me a chance?
Right.
Like, that's not how Hollywood works.
Right.
Blow me and we'll see. No, so, right. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I can just like start like making stuff. And then I just was like, I was modeling, and I'd go on shoots and be like, you're so funny. I'm like,
in New York?
Yeah, in New York. And I started modeling in Florida. Oh God, it's been a while.
Oh wow.
to like make money. I was
Sure.
like, this will be a good segue into like commercial stuff, and then
Right.
that way,
Or porn.
yeah, or porn. It depends on how bad I'm struggling.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll just do that. But yeah, I just was like, all right, on sets, people are like, you're so funny, and then they're like, why don't you put that on your Instagram? And I'm like, because that's not why people signed up.
Right.
They didn't sign up to see personality.
Yeah.
If they wanted that, they'd go someplace else. They get hot girl. That's what they signed up for. I'm not going to disappoint the people.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, I think you should. And then I eventually was just like, I'm so over not doing what I want to do. This feels like such a chore. Like, I'm just going to like put stupid like lip sync videos on the internet. I don't even care at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'll lose all of my followers, whatever. At least I'll enjoy what I'm doing. And then people were very receptive. And then I was just like, okay, well, maybe this will be a good way to kind of like start doing what I want to do.
Start showing people that I'm funny and start meeting more people.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happened.
And now, were the lip sync videos, was that like your first foray and or your first step into like putting out funny content?
Yeah.
And was that in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So New York drama, always wanted to do comedy, didn't really get opportunities.
Yeah.
Moved to LA, continued to do modeling here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Did you find a theater or any type of acting training when you got to LA?
Yeah, I had to do like act like I took Margie Haber's class for auditioning.
Oh, okay. Was it one of the commercial audition
No,
classes?
it was just like regular auditions, but
Okay.
I'm like horrible in auditions. I get
Yeah.
like crippling anxiety.
They suck.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
And so I took her class and it was really helpful. And then I went to my agent was like, you have to take a comedy class from Scott Sedita, who I love, but I'm like, okay, well, there's a certain point where it's like you take class enough and then you're just like, I've learned all I can learn. And now it's just become like a weird cult.
Yeah.
Like I'm as much as I love learning, like I don't want to be like one of those theater kids that's like, oh my God, we like, it's like, why are you in class still?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just paying money to be a part of a cult. Like
100%.
I don't get it.
I've seen that many times.
It's so annoying. I don't get it.
You did Groundlings.
Yeah, I did Groundlings. I took their writing class.
Was that early in your LA life?
No.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, no, it was. And then I went back recently. The last time I went to do the writing class.
Okay. Was the writing class like an elective, or was it part of their like track program? Like,
they have a track
this,
program with it. Yeah. But I mean, even that was like, I feel like I'm learning more doing what we're doing, which is like making sketches and like
working with people
and like figuring out how audio works. And like,
right.
I never wanted to write anything. Like I never was like, I'm going to write this and like direct it. Like that's not, I don't want to do that. All I want to do is show up and read the lines and be funny. But like, that's literally all I want to do.
Yeah.
But like, no one was doing that. Like no one was giving. So I was like, I'll fucking do it myself. Like, goddamn.
And that's, so many people don't do that.
It's
what you just said. So many people will just hang in that element of, I just want to do this. I don't want to put it the extra.
Yeah, of course. Nobody fucking does, but you have to do it if you want
to do it. Yeah.
Like it's not I don't know, it just makes me so I hate when people are like, I just like can't. It's like, no, I don't have time to work out. I can't. I'm not getting. It's like, bitch, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day. I run 6 miles and like I made something. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't have time. You don't have like figure it out.
Yeah.
Like fucking hit up a homie that has a camera, message people on Instagram. That's how I met
100%.
Stevie. I was like, I'd love to work with you. And then he was the one who was like, oh, I've been thinking about writing something. I was like, you want me to write with you?
Nice.
And
so that was like one of your first.
Yeah, he's literally the only reason
collaborating.
that I'm even doing any of this because
that's so cool.
Because I'm like, I didn't have confidence in the fact that I was a writer. Like, I'm like, I don't know how to fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
It literally was like, this is how you edit. This is how you write a fucking sketch. Like, you got it. And I was just like, I just learned it from him.
Amazing.
But it's like,
how long ago did you guys meet, you and Stevie?
Like 2-ish years ago.
Cool.
Yeah. And then he was the one who was like, you got to do stand up. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Was that ever on your radar?
I did it once, like maybe like 3 years ago. I was like, I want to do stand up. And then I went to Flappers and like I auditioned. I accidentally went and auditioned and they were like, we want to book you on a show. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I literally, this is my first time doing stand up.
They like to book first timers because they think first timers will bring a bunch of friends.
I did.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is, weird. And then I didn't do it. And he was like, you got to do it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I just kept do it. But that's the one thing that I'm like, I get the most nerves out of anything is doing stand-up.
Okay.
And
do you find it a good place to like get better as a writer and a performer though?
I think that I don't know. I don't think I'm better as a performer because I'm not comfortable enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I was more, maybe I would.
Can you count the number of times you've done stand-up?
Yeah.
Then yeah. So when you get to the point where you have no idea how many times you've done it, then it'll probably feel like
maybe
you're a lot more.
I care about it. That's why it's like I feel so anxious about it.
Right.
But
that'll go away once you stop caring. Like when you do stand up, I
can't wait to not care anymore.
You literally get to a point where you don't give a shit about the audience because you can't. Yeah. You can't care. I'm still looking for that place. I've found it every once in a while. You know what I mean? I'll be at a show and I'll look out at a full house of 500 people and be like, I don't give a fuck about any of these people. And then I'll go have like a great show because I wasn't thinking about how 500 people were going to react. I was only focused on being as funny as I could be. Yeah. And it's not like being negative. You know, it's not like when they exited the theater, I was flipping them all off. You know what I mean? Just like, wow. But it's just like, I think with stand-up, you get to a point when you've done it so much. And again, I'm still searching for that point. This is only theoretical. But I think you get to a point where you just don't care so much that it really allows you to be present. Yeah. And that probably takes a very long time to get there.
I hope one day.
Yeah.
One day.
But I loved, I mean, we met online too, you and I, and Brent through Stevie, which is great. And I loved all your stuff because there aren't a lot of women that are doing sketch comedy.
No, there really isn't.
Especially the way that you're doing it, where you're you don't have a team. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have a sketch group or like a team. Yeah. You have like friends that you work with here and there, and or you can, but you yourself can write and produce and direct and edit and put out a piece all on your own, which is rare to find for anybody. Yeah. But I don't see a lot of women doing it.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I don't either. And I wish that there were, just because I like don't have, the problem is that I only have like, I can count my friends on like two hands, you know? So like the same people are in. So like I would love to be able to call like different girls that like I know that are funny to be in this, but like I don't know where they are. If you're around, like please message me. But it's like weird because I'm like, I only have 3 girlfriends and they're in all my shit. Yeah. You know, but it's like I want to like always want to collaborate with people, especially but it's hard because it's also like you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. You know,
especially if you're working with them for the first time. Yeah. I know a couple girls that I think are really funny.
Send them my way.
I'll send them your way. Yeah. I think a lot of, I don't know if girls are less. I mean, there are just less women in comedy
there's
than
just
men.
Also such like a stigma.
There is a stigma,
like, and I don't know if I think it's like for girls especially, just like I don't know if it's like girls are taught to like be pretty and like be cute and like you're supposed to be like so desirable and like, you know, don't look stupid and but I mean I wasn't raised like that. So yeah, I don't know.
That's totally something that society has like built in, I think, to a lot of our perceptions of each other.
Yeah, it is weird, but I'm like, it's okay to like be. I just don't. It's not even in my DNA to not be like that. Yeah, you know. Yeah. And the people I've looked up to have always like I remember watching Big Daddy. Yeah. And just being like, oh my God, I want to be Leslie Mann when I grow up. Yes. I was like, she's so funny.
She's so funny.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, I want to be like, that's so cool that she's like in this gang.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, that's awesome. But yeah, I don't know.
That's such a cool role.
Yeah. I was like, she's hot. She's hilarious. Yeah. Like she's doing it. Where's everybody else? Like that doesn't even, and even now, I mean, I can't even think of any, but that's why I think why I'm not getting a lot of auditions to like, you know, do what I want to do is like, I don't think people are writing for that because it's like, you don't immediately associate, like you think of funny, you think of like, like Melissa McCarthy or do you know what I mean? It's like, that's not.
Right. Or Rachel Dratch or somebody that looks like a character already.
She's so funny.
She's so funny.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I just don't. So I don't know. It's like whatever. I'll just fucking Whitney Cummings it and like write.
Yeah.
And just
I
kind of
mean,
figure it out.
people like, I mean, Kate McKinnon is going to have an insane movie career
Yeah.
when she leaves SNL. And she's like a normal looking
Yeah.
person, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like hilariously funny.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to pave the way for a lot of people. Just like Kristen Wiig,
Oh yeah.
you know,
For
Kristen
sure.
Wiig. I was watching the way you said the Leslie Mann role in Big Daddy is
yeah.
something you really looked up to. I just watched Old School again
Oh
the
yeah.
other day.
It's a good one.
Will Ferrell's character in that made me cry. It's so funny.
There's certain people where you watch them and you're like, I'm so sad that it will never be as funny
I
as
know.
you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like
I was
sometimes
like, how?
watching people makes me sad. Like I watched like Michelle Wolf's first special.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you saw
I didn't see it,
it's
but I hear good
so
things.
fucking fun. Her first one, not
Yeah.
that but her second one was a little too feministy for me.
Okay.
But her first one, and I just watched it and I laughed so hard, and I just was like, I will never be this funny. I'll never be this funny. But like, it brings me joy.
Yeah.
That like, that's, I don't know. It's just cool. But it's also like a weird line, especially now on social media where it's like, you know, I don't know if it's just because I'm like a lady and I'm sensitive or if this just happens to everyone, but I like get so upset when there's like mean comments about like, I don't even care. If it's a picture of me, say what you will. I don't care. But when it's like something that I make, it's like, why are you here? Like, why are you being mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's so much less on like comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
But it hurts more
It does.
because I care. Are
It
people
does.
mean on your videos?
Dude.
Really?
The Joe Rogan impression I just did, I got death threats.
Oh, people get so upset, by the way.
So upset.
I like didn't even make fun of Joe Rogan. I just mentioned him briefly in something. I don't know,
like a video?
something. And they're like, how dare you talk
Oh
shit
my
about Joe Rogan?
God.
I was like,
How dare you talk about our king?
I was like, I didn't talk shit about him. I just said his name.
Dude,
I
they
like
get
Joe Rogan.
so
I love
heated.
him.
And what's really funny is the bros that get angry at the bros who are angry at you for making it.
It's a bro
It's
battle.
like some weird, yeah. They also with Eminem. I think anybody that like really idolizes somebody and looks up to them as like a god or a hero or their main
very
like
protective.
role model, they're so protective.
I know.
And they don't want to see them broken down. But at the end of the day, we're all people that are all gonna die.
It's like, you don't think that he would think that's funny?
How do you, you gotta laugh at the people you love.
That's what
It'll
I'm
make
saying.
you love them even more.
Haven't you ever seen any comedy?
Right.
Ever?
Right.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
yeah, I've gotten but I just at this point I'm numb to it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've gotten it so much.
So hard though.
But I'm shooting like 98% on
But you've also
positivity.
been doing that a lot. You've been doing this a lot longer than I have.
Have I? I
think
guess so.
I literally
You've
started
been doing
making
it for 2
sketches
years?
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm still new at it. I'm still like not 100%
You're
confident in
killing
that.
it.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
doing
it.
so well.
I'm trying.
I watch everything you put out.
Thanks.
It-
Same.
yeah.
And you are killing it.
Thank
You
you
are the
so
king
much.
of impressions.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the impressions are fun.
It is.
What do you like more, doing straight acting, like just as Nikki, or like a version of Nikki, or like a character type thing?
God, it's so hard. It's like I like doing characters more.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't get to do them as much.
Yeah.
And it's so like the Karen thing. Like that was so
yeah, I had
fun.
that in mind. That was so funny.
I was like, this is I didn't even write. I just put on a wig and I was like, I'm Karen.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
this is it. But it's
Sometimes that's all you need is a wig.
Yeah.
To change everything about you.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
fucking love wigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like I love that, but it's also like what I don't get to do. Like if someone told me what to do, like groundling shit. I love groundling shit.
Yeah.
This is just improv. I like improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is.
I don't know. Did you watch Middleditch and Schwartz?
The documentary?
They're like long form.
I've seen
improv.
clips of them on YouTube, but
God,
I haven't
they're
seen
so
the long one.
good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Especially you like, so I can imagine not being like having done improv and watching it and be like, that's so easy. And then like if you do improv, you watch it and you're
hard.
like, that is literally the most
So
challenging thing I've ever seen.
Improv, when it's really like at its best, improv I think is like the highest form of comedy. When it's the best it can possibly be. You know what I mean?
Unreal.
Like when the whole room, because it's so spur of the moment.
Oh my God.
Out of
You
nowhere.
have to be so quick.
You're so quick.
Yeah.
But when it's bad, dude.
Oh my God. Bad improv is
the-
purgatory.
Yeah. It's so bad.
That's where you go.
Yeah. It's very, very bad.
Yeah. I don't know.
But characters are really fun. We should just write some characters sometime.
Yeah, I would love it.
Because that's my favorite thing to do. I don't even like acting as myself.
Yeah.
As much. I like escaping into like a different
Well, that's
mind.
how I feel about it. It's like I'm never really like, I guess you're just different versions of yourself.
You know,
but
like for us at the diner.
Yeah,
or like,
that's true.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just us being us.
Yeah.
But even something like the bros I do is fun. 'Cause I get to escape this world into like something completely different.
To Tryler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryler
so
and
good.
Brixton and Brendan.
God, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I know. I know. But it's also like how many characters, I guess there's so many endless characters. You just think of SNL. It's like I'm trying to like think of a character that I know enough about to be able to like the influencer. But it's also so funny because it's like that's also what I do. That is also still me.
That's
it's
really
just
funny.
me making fun of myself.
Which is great.
Yeah,
you should
I
do
gotta
that.
do it.
Yeah.
I know. Just see if companies will start hiring me to influence things as the influencer character.
Could you imagine? Oh my God.
Hey guys. Yeah.
Thanks so much for checking out this sunglasses page.
A lot of you guys have been asking about what douches I use. I don't know. Something random.
That's so funny,
I don't
dude.
know.
So you got out here. What year did you get to LA?
My God. I don't know.
Have you been here for 2 years? 3
No, more than that. Yeah, probably like 5 years now at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And so those first 3 years before the past 2 that you've been doing sketch, was that like, were you doing the classic LA thing, trying to like working weird side hustles?
No, I've, thank God, knock on wood, I don't know how this has even happened, but I've managed to survive as a model. Like actually just modeling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Like the bang stuff?
No, but this was before I even signed with, just like as like I was getting I got a job like for Equinox and like I got a job for Spray. Yeah, like e-commerce stuff.
And when you say modeling, you mean print modeling?
Yeah.
Like photography?
Yeah, like just like catalog stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you never had to work at a restaurant?
No. But I also like didn't live like the classic LA girl lifestyle either. Like I lived like very humbly. Okay. I don't want like purses and shit. You know what I mean? Like my shoes are just like falling. Stevie just told me that he's gonna buy me new shoes.
You're not going for a Birkin bag.
Yeah, I just don't really. I've always shopped at Goodwill. I actually told my mom when I moved out here that I was going to Goodwill to get a comforter, and she was like, "We should talk." That's where we draw the line. So, but I just like, you know, I was like, I know if I want to do this, I need to like save money. And then I also started like doing Instagram stuff, like right when I moved here, because one of my first friends here, Sky, shout out this guy, she was working with Shreds.
Shreds.
Do you remember Shreds, like the protein?
Oh,
Shreds?
Yeah.
So I met her working at a trade show. I was doing like trade shows and stuff. And she was like, are you on Instagram? I was like, no, not really. And she's like, you really should. I was like, why? I don't care if Rihanna's eating an apple. Like, I don't understand. And she was like, no, I'm making $2,000 a month on Instagram just promoting Shreds. And I was like, I'm posting right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Did you have a following at the time?
No, but I had all of these pictures from modeling. So that's why I was like, I'll just post all these pictures that I already have and like whatever. And then I just somehow.
That spiked your numbers?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to post sketches because I'm like, I have a hot girl following.
Right.
They signed up for hot girl.
Right.
You know?
Right. Like, so what was the transition out of that?
I just got so
sketches?
bored and like, hey, I felt like I was living a lie. I'm like, I'm just like not this girl.
Did you get to a point when you were posting all the stuff where you started making money?
Oh yeah. I was like fitness stuff and like protein. Yeah. And I was like, this is so crazy that people are like, I try to explain to my mom how I make money on Instagram. Like she doesn't, because she's was born in 1947. Like really think about that. Like she doesn't understand how to work a cell phone. Yeah. Her voicemail.
That's back when they were signing the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's very close.
Her voicemail on her cell phone is call me at home. I don't know how to work the cell phone. Like that's what it says. So like I'm like, I make money. Like she's like, why do they care? Yeah. Why does anyone care what you're doing? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. But I'm making money.
That's great.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And so were you just like, it wasn't fulfilling?
Yeah, I was just like, what am I doing? Like, what? This is not getting me any closer to where I need to be. I started modeling only as a way to like support myself to like get to do what I wanted to do. I was like, there's literally no longevity in this career whatsoever. Yeah. The only thing this is going to lead to is disappointment when I age out of this and realize that I have nothing to show for what I just did.
Right.
Like, what? How sad.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'd like to at least, try and figure this out quick.
Yeah.
So once I phase out, I'll be phasing in.
Phasing in.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
Did you start doing stuff for Bang before you started doing like your own comedy sketches?
Yeah.
So that gave you some experience of putting
well,
stuff
I was
together.
like, I also was like, this is really, really good because it gives me, I thought of it like, okay, I'm getting paid to write.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And
it's a gig.
Yeah. And it's consistent and it's going to force me to sit down and write shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, whether it's good or not, it's like, I have something to write about every week. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, they could have been so much funnier, but they are just like, they didn't give me creative freedom. Like they were, I was like, I'm going to sign this contract, but just so you know, like, I want to do sketches, like, I want creative freedom. And they're like, totally. And I was like, I don't think you, I don't think you
get it.
Know what. You're going to be upset.
Right.
You're not going to want me to do this. So then I did it, and then I started posting them, and they were like, actually, you're going to have to send your scripts over for approval before. So then I was doing that, and they're like, this isn't approved. This isn't, you can't set a Red Bull on fire. I was like, that's the joke. Like, they're like, they didn't get the joke. And I get it. It's like, you want hot girls doing hot girl things.
Right.
Holding your beverage.
Right.
And I'm not going to get in the way of that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do my thing. And they just didn't get like the comedy.
Are they giving you any more leniency?
I'm no longer with days? Them.
Oh, you don't do stuff with them anymore.
I don't.
That must have been recent, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I do still have the water bottle, but I guess I'll just cover that up.
I do still have product. Dude, I had a bang for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I felt it the next day.
Yeah, it's like, it's no joke.
It's no joke. Yeah.
And if you stop drinking them, then it's bad.
Then it's bad.
Also, you're hooked on them forever. It's a challenge. I don't know. I feel like someone messaged me and they were like, I was in the hospital because I drink. I was like, I'm sorry. I just make videos.
I'm just the girl that does the products. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It was bad.
Well, that's cool that you got the gig. A lot of people don't get opportunities like that to make anything,
Yeah.
And you skipped a whole part of the LA life, which is waiting tables.
Yeah.
It's a huge part. I was at the Cheesecake Factory when I first got out here.
Really?
For a year.
That's awesome.
And then I went to the I was at the Grand Lux Cafe for a year, which is like cousin restaurant of the Cheesecake.
I'm familiar with both. Go on.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with the entire appetizer list.
Explain Grand Lux to me.
Dude, the Grand Lux is dope, dude.
It is.
My uncle helps create the menu. He's like
it's so
a world-renowned chef. It's monstrous. And I believe he created the meatloaf at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he did that.
You could be making this up because like it's so random and it's so also random. Like your uncle.
Yeah.
Which is like the most.
But he is. Dude, my uncle, he was on Chopped on the Food Network. Swear to God.
What episode? Sorry, I'm screaming. It's my favorite show.
Really?
Oh,
you probably saw it.
God. I've seen every episode.
There's
it's on
3
Hulu.
chefs on it, right? Or 4.
4, yeah.
He made it to the final 2. But then his name is Al Napo, and he owns a restaurant, or he works at.
Do you know what season?
Title. He's in DC now. The season. Let me find it right now. Jamie, pull this up.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
Hey, Jamie, will you find? Just do a search for Al Napo on Chopped.
Did he ever go back?
Food
Redemption.
Network. So what happened was he made it to the final 2.
Dessert round.
It was season 9, it looks like.
Season 9.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch this.
Yeah, you should. He made it to the final round of Chopped.
Yeah.
And that's when they started breaking out like the personal stories. And it's a reality show.
I hate when they do that.
So they gotta like make it heartfelt and shit. And my uncle's like this awesome, like he's the one that took me to the rock concert.
Yeah.
He's got like signed heavy metal guitars and he collects like all types of like rock stuff. And he's really into sports and sports cards. And he's like this like fucking like rocker, right? And so that's like his vibe on the show. And he's like this cool dude. And the person who went all the way to the end with him, the other person that was in the final 2, had this story of how her restaurant burned down.
I hate when they do that.
And she
it's
was
like,
just
but why
like
is that
competing
relevant?
for the money, and
Why is that relevant?
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate when they're like, so tell us a little bit about why you're doing this. And like, well,
tell us why you're sad.
4 years ago, my sister was in a car accident and I'm doing this for her. It's like, okay, cool, but like your souffle is flat. Isn't that what this is about?
Okay, cool, but your eggs Benedict sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like red onions. I'm Scott Conant, and everyone knows that. If you've seen the show, you would know, and especially to use them as an inedible garnish.
That's
I fucking
really
love
funny.
that
You
show.
love the
I
show.
love it.
You gotta watch it then.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
So and then he was on something else. I always thought they should have given him his own show. He's so good.
I love
like his
people
personality
like
is so cool. How do we get to that? Oh, the Cheesecake Factory. So I was at Grand Lux Cafe for a year, and then it closed. It was at the Beverly Center, and they swapped me to Marina Del Rey Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a good one.
I was only a host, but I was training to be a server. So I was like running food and learning the menu. And that was around the time I started doing stand-up. So then I was just like thinking of bits all the time.
Yeah,
like
of course,
at work. I'm thinking of bits. I'm thinking of videos, and I'm writing on the back of receipts. Like there are videos that I put out that were entirely written on the back of Cheesecake Factory receipt paper. And I was like calling out every once in a while because I was also PAing a lot. I started getting like PA jobs on commercials and music videos. And so I was calling out, calling for replacements and like not paying attention at work. And my clothes smelled like shit because I didn't wash them. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
And so I went into the manager one day, whose name was also Brent. So I had to give him a share of respect.
Sure.
Being a fellow Brent. And I was like, hey, Brent. And he's like, hey, what's up, Brent? And I was like, well, Brent. I was like, hey man, I think I got to give you like a week's notice because I think I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, we thought so. he said like, yeah, we figured.
We were gonna fire you.
Yeah. He made it sound like, yeah, we were gonna fire you.
That's good because we're letting you go.
Right. Yeah, you can't quit because you're fired. So bailed on that. But it was a good experience. I feel like everybody should have it.
Yeah.
Or who needs to, I guess.
I was a pizza prostitute in New York when I was in school.
Ooh, you had sex with pizzas?
No, I was like, I wasn't a host. I was a host. I was, first of all, the world's worst hostess. Because it was a very small restaurant and they let me see people. And every time I sat someone, they were like, can we actually sit over there? Like every single, I was like, there's 6 tables in this place. Yeah. But I would stand outside and be like, does anyone want pizza? Pizza.
Oh,
so I was a pizza
you were
prostitute.
barking for pizza.
Yeah, I was a pizza prostitute.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I ate for free.
That's cool.
So
What
that
part
was
of New
great.
York did you live in when you were out there?
I lived on 142nd and Malcolm X in Harlem.
Whoa.
On the top floor of a 6-floor walk-up with 5 girls in a 2-bedroom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was it a nice area?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa. I feel like places that are named after historical figures are usually not nice areas for some reason.
Yeah, they're not.
Like
no.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Boulevard is not very good.
Although
in
it's
LA.
getting better.
Is it?
In New York, they on 125th they put like a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Ooh.
It's very lavish, but
That's nice.
not where I live.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, it's like whatever.
I like New York.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'd like to live there.
I think
at some
it's
point.
like everyone should live there because then you move here and you're like you've got like a hustle.
Right.
Like I moved here and I was like, why is everyone just sitting around?
Yeah.
Like,
so when you came from New York, did you find that you had like a drive?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I was also like, I don't want to get a job as a waitress. So I would just go and submit myself every single day. I would spend hours like submitting myself for auditions for commercials and and acting and modeling jobs, acting jobs. I had gotten an agent here and I was just like really like I was doing trade shows. I was doing like for such little money, but I was like, I just need money like to live here. Like I would just that's just how I survived, you know? And it's like I still kind of have that mindset. So it's like I hear these girls. I was talking to someone about like an influencer friend of mine, and she's like, I make like it was like over $1,000 or something, and I was like, what? That's what you're asking for?
Jeez.
You have like
for a post?
Yeah, it was. I was like, should I be
doing that?
I was like, I've been asking for such little money.
Yeah.
Like this is, but it's like What? I feel like not right about it. Like,
I
I'm like,
know.
I'm doing nothing.
I know.
It's a joke.
Yo, but those companies got money,
I
dude.
know, but I'm like, that's so silly.
Yeah.
You're wasting your money.
I know.
Paying me. I'll do
know.
it. I'll do it. Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know, man. It's weird though. Now I feel bad. Like, I can't endorse a product that I'm just like, I feel like I've cultivated a following that will call me out on the bullshit because I call people out on bullshit.
Mhm.
So it's like if I
Get a little closer to the mic.
God forbid I post like a teeth whitening thing,
Right.
I would never do that because I talk shit about that.
Right.
So I can't.
Right.
I've excluded myself from that,
Yeah.
which is fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, there's some things I think I'll never be able to fully support.
Like a skinny tea.
skinny tea.
You don't want to endorse this.
And ice cream? Yes.
One time, back when I first started doing this, I got a skinny tea, and this was before I decided that I was gonna start trying the shit. Before I was like, I honestly almost shit my pants.
Really?
And I was like, there's no way that these girls are trying this tea.
Whoa.
Because they would be having explosive diarrhea every single day. It's impossible. So next time you see someone holding a skinny tea, just
know that they're having violent diarrhea.
Violent diarrhea. Next time you see a hot girl holding a product.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I was like, I'm not. Can you imagine?
No.
No.
This is nasty, dude.
I love this. It's like you love shitting your pants frequently without prompt. Yeah. It's bad.
You want your cervix to fall out of your body?
To drop, he said.
To drop.
I was like,
Oh,
what?
man.
Like the beat? Yeah, it was bad.
Drop that cervix like you drop a beat, son.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. That's the sound of a cervix dropping.
Of a cervix dropping.
Yeah, it was bad. I
That's
called
funny.
my mom. I was so troubled by that.
Yeah.
I was like, how could you not tell me that this was an option? Yeah, it's crazy. Can you imagine being in the hospital for that?
Because your cervix
Have you ever been in the hospital for something serious?
No. I was in the hospital when I was little because I cracked my skull on the side of a brick pillar.
It's such a boy thing.
I was playing with a rubber ball in a parking lot,
and
it bounced, and I ran after it, and there was a cement pillar, and I was like, "Fuck it, I need that ball." And
Wow.
I just went straight into the pillar.
Wow, and cracked your head
And my mom
open?
bought me a squirt gun
In the
to
hospital?
make me feel better. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's nice.
She brought it into the hospital.
That's cool.
It was really nice.
That's nice. Yeah. Gifts in a hospital are fun.
But besides that, I mean, I sprained my ankle pretty bad. I fractured my ankle, but
Doing
nothing like
what?
crazy. Basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Did you play sports?
No.
Just running.
No. I started running as a New Year's resolution like
Really?
3 years ago. Yeah.
That's annoying.
Well, I just kept doing. I thought we all just stuck to those.
No.
And yeah, no, I was the
And
only
you
one.
kept it.
Yeah, no, and now
You
I
legit
run.
kept it.
Yeah.
So your running schedule is absurd, by the
Yeah,
way.
thanks.
Do you run super early in the morning?
Yeah.
How early?
Well, now that it's COVID, like a little more lax,
Uh-huh.
I usually start at like 7:30.
That's lax.
That's lax for me. Yeah. Usually I was starting at like 6.
What time do you go to bed?
Like 8:30.
Come on.
I'm really sleepy right now. I'm not gonna. Usually I'm like,
Bro, you go to bed
I
at 8:30?
just finished dinner. Yeah.
You're kidding.
No. And then I wake
What
up.
about cheat nights where you're eating?
I go to
crazy
bed at
food?
like 9 and then I wake up at like 5.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
you're not a night person at all.
No.
But you're like a super morning person.
Yeah. I
When-
love the morning.
Do you find that you're more creative in the morning?
Always. I wake
Interesting.
up and I'm like, walk my dogs and I'm like, it's just the wheels turn.
Cool.
Yeah. That's good.
So you still get a full like 8 hours.
I
at
try
least.
to. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Important.
I'm up late, man.
That's why stand up is like so hard.
Yeah.
It's just not conducive.
No, not to that.
No.
No way.
No, it's hard.
But I was doing stand up. I mean, for a while, but this past year, I started getting into a rhythm of like if my set was done at around midnight, and I didn't need to stay for the rest of the show, I was going home. Because some people stay until the club closes, and that's cool to hang out and be with friends and all that. But then they sleep in until noon.
Yeah, I just
and it's
can't.
like you have a whole day wasted, man.
It's so it's like depressing.
Yeah, so I'm aiming to wake up at 7.
Yeah, that's
But
a good time.
it's usually 8 or 8:30 these
Yeah.
days. During quarantine it was like 10, 11.
Yeah.
I went through a like crazy depression.
Yeah.
I was up at like 12, 1, 2.
Yeah, it's so it's
you know.
that'll do it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's wild. So you're straight to bed by like 9 p.m.
I'm the most routine
Cool.
ever.
Do you schedule out your whole day?
Every second.
You're kidding.
No, I write it down.
You're very serious.
Very serious.
You're telling me the truth.
Absolutely. I it's really sad.
Is it good? Like you schedule it like, okay, at 12:30 I'm gonna eat a snack. At 1:45 I'm gonna write for 15 minutes. Is it like?
Well,
that
no,
type
it's
of
like you write, like do emails, and then it's like, you know, walk the dogs, and then it's like eat dinner, and then it's like meeting, leave for meeting,
right,
leave meeting. When I say it out loud, it sounds even
really
worse
funny.
than it did in my head, and it sounded bad in my head. Yeah, that's bad. But I mean, I stay on track. It's like,
yeah,
well, because I don't want to like, I always want to have the hustle.
Yeah.
So I keep doing things, and like, especially now, it's like I'm like a box checker. Like I gotta like feel accomplished. I gotta do something.
I do to-do lists every single day, and I'll cross it off as soon as I've done it.
Yeah, and it feels good.
It feels great.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta keep doing that, and it's, I don't know, it's just like, I just gotta keep feeling accomplished, so I feel like I'm at least here.
Yeah.
Like doing something. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the last thing I want to do is just be like one of those girls with an OnlyFans.
No,
although these girls are making so much money.
Some of those girls are making a lot of money though. You gotta. I respect that
money.
a lot because I mean,
you just gotta know you can't come back from it. You know.
Right.
That's the only downside.
Like, I mean, if you do an OnlyFans, and you wanted to be an actress,
you can't.
You're probably not going to be an actress.
Yeah.
But you could probably do fucking anything else.
So
these
much
days.
porn.
You could do a lot of porn. You could probably run for office at some point.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, you could do. That's true.
They're literally.
Is that in the? Is there's no law?
No.
Yeah, you can just.
No.
You can just do it.
Yeah.
And you're a lady, so that's points to you.
You're a lady of the night.
A lady of the night. The lady of the night. It's my new hour.
I'm thinking of. I wanted to do an OnlyFans just as a joke and send people pictures of my butt.
That's a good one.
For like $100.
$100 you can.
$100 for a picture of my butt.
Sydney said that she saw this girl that used to be a model, and she posted on her story about her OnlyFans, and it actually said verbatim, "Swipe up to see my vagina."
No way.
Yeah, I was like, that's
funny.
So bold.
That's very bold.
It's so swipe up to see my full vagina. Yes, I was like, wow.
Name this movie. You ever seen a vagina? It's not for me.
40-Year-Old Virgin, isn't it? No. What is that from?
Close. You ever seen a picture of a vagina?
What is that from?
It's not for me.
God damn it! I know that movie. Just kill me.
You want another quote?
Yeah.
You
got it.
You boys are. Let me find a good one. I don't want to give one that's too obvious.
Let me find a good one.
Oh, here's one. Okay. Well, I have your information, so yep. I'll see you later.
No.
That's at the very end of the movie.
Oh, and it's not 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't know.
Close, same world.
Oh, this is 40? No.
Nope.
I don't know.
Let me give you another one.
Knocked up? Knocked up? I don't know. I can't.
Poop.
Poop. Seth Rogen? No, I don't know.
He wrote it.
Super bad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, there's literally only so many movies. Yeah.
Dude, those movies. What are your favorite types of movies that you like look up to? Because I assume you want to make
comedies. Yeah.
What like style of comedy?
God, like
you know how I was watching. And I'll let you answer this question. Sorry,
okay,
I just interrupted. But I watched Billy Madison the other day again.
Movie ever.
Yeah,
it's the best movie ever.
But they will never make movies like that.
You can't.
Again.
No,
you can't.
It just won't happen.
There's no way.
No.
The silliness and the humor of it doesn't.
No, it won't
fly
play
today. No.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, I guess like a Knocked Up or like a Judd Apatow style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or I mean, honestly, there would be like a Step Brothers, because I'm trying to think of like Catherine Hahn in Step Brothers.
She's so good.
I got to work with her on a commercial, and I was like, I want to touch your hair.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I didn't say it, but I was singing it the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was uncomfortable thinking that. Like, I couldn't say it to her because Catherine fucking Hahn. Yeah, she's like the best. But like that, just like being so ridiculous. Or like Molly Shannon in Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Like,
totally.
Yeah.
Oh, you would nail anything like that.
I just love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are both amazing amazing characters
Yeah,
to play.
they're
Yeah,
great.
those I really like Edgar Wright movies.
Yeah.
Have you seen World's End or Hot Fuzz?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. He's the director of those. He's
Yeah.
the
British.
way he makes stuff is
He's
really
British,
fun.
right? Is
They're British. They're British movies, but the comedy isn't like dry
No,
British
yeah.
comedy. It's like really funny,
Yeah,
fast paced.
what's the other one that he
humor.
did? God.
He just did Baby Driver,
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
which isn't
movie.
a comedy, but it's phenomenally
Yeah, it was really
done.
good.
It's the editing of it
It's
is
great.
like a masterclass in editing. It's
Yeah.
edited
Even
like
the sound design is great with his
Yeah.
headphones.
Uh-huh.
It's really good.
Yep. The whole movie is like synced up like a music video.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we're hitting about an hour. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel good. You feel good?
I feel great.
I feel great. Thank you for having me on.
You want to do another one?
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it right now. Guys, welcome to
You got me.
Yeah, we got to get you home so that you
Yeah.
can go to bed
I'm
before
so
the sun
tired.
goes down.
Isn't it the sun goes down so late. I'm in bed before the sun goes
That's
down.
really
I want
funny.
you to know. It's very sad.
Say your things.
Okay. So hi, I'm Nikki Howard. We're doing this at the end.
Introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Follow me on my Instagram is at NIKKI_Howard. A YouTube I have. Just type my name in. I'm sure you'll find it. So I have a podcast called Sorry Mom. Find
Yes.
it wherever you find podcasts.
Yes.
Also on YouTube. What else do I have? Oh, TikTok. I'm on TikTok.
Are you big on TikTok?
I just hit 1 million likes on TikTok.
Amazing.
Wow, means
That's hot.
nothing. That
That's
is
big time.
a new low for me.
Dude, isn't it funny how all of us just shit on TikTok?
I know, but honestly, it is the most fun app
I
ever.
get lost on TikTok. I mean, like
I can't
in a
go.
hole. I get in a hole.
I
on
can't
TikTok.
go on it at, like before I go to sleep because it's
No, you can't.
no,
You'll be up all night.
all night.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. I think it's this Nikki underscore Howard.
Nikki _ Howard.
Yeah, I think that's it. Whatever, you'll find me or you don't. It's your life.
I love it. Yo, you should come over for pasta one night. Bring Dylan.
I would love.
We're doing.
Wait.
I've been doing like pasta Sundays.
Before I forget,
Yeah.
I'll close with this. I have a garden, started growing tomatoes, and
Get the fuck out of
my
here.
first
What kind of tomatoes?
Beefeaters and Mr. Stripey's.
Ooh.
Well, I've been speaking to them in an Italian accent.
As you should with all tomatoes.
Yeah, of course. And they're growing. I mean, my harvest is abundant. But I've decided that, like, for the first recipe, I was like, what am I going to do with all these tomatoes? So I asked the internet, and they were like, look this up. Soprano Sunday gravy recipe.
Whoa.
And wouldn't you know, from the show, they have the recipe, and I made it.
Was it good?
Unreal.
Really?
Yeah, I froze some of it.
Ah!
I was
You
like-
got to tell me what the ingredients are and everything.
It's so
You gotta send it
much
to me.
meat.
Yeah. What is it? Okay, we got to
It's
tell.
like
Give me 2 minutes on this because I got to
Yeah.
know. So what's in it?
Veal,
Pork and beef.
Italian sausage,
Yeah, it's pork.
and then pork, spare ribs, and then
Ooh.
tomatoes and tomato paste
Mm-hmm.
and basil from the garden.
Basil from the garden.
Yeah, and I think that's like a garlic, and it's pretty
Salt and
much
pepper.
salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. But I'll send you the recipe. It's
Send it to me.
unreal.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been doing every Sunday. I've been making pasta.
Fuck
It was like
yeah.
4 times a week during core.
I was making a lot of bread.
Dude, everybody was making bread.
I know. There was no yeast. Thank God I live in suburbia. I was knocking on doors asking my
That's
neighbors
so
for
funny,
yeast.
dude.
So, like, we're also baking bread.
And no, you
yeah,
can't have
you
any
can't
of
have
our
any yeast. Yeah, it was bad.
That's really
It was
funny.
a dark time. I don't want to think about
All right, come over for a pasta
Yeah,
Sunday,
absolutely.
and we'll do this again.
Okay.
And we'll keep making stuff.
Hell
we
yeah.
got stuff on.
Oh, yeah, we got stuff.
coming out soon.
Yeah,
okay,
it's good.
Bye everybody. We love you.
Bye.
See ya. That's it, man. Thank you guys so much for checking out the show. This was episode 21. Follow Nikki on all the social media platforms, Nikki _ Howard on Instagram. Search Nikki Howard on everything else and you'll find her. And like this podcast or whatever, or rate it or subscribe. Do all the things that you know you should do if you want to support something. Or don't, because you probably don't want to. Well, I don't care. Either way, I love you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And you should probably just drink a glass of water right now because you're dehydrated, okay? All right, love you. See ya.